Hello guys, it's Sandile Madala Shoba. Guys, this video is the what I promised to bring you guys. It's me analyzing the two mistakes that I made against Harry last week Friday at Hot Shots. So this video is purposely for learning purposes and obviously entertainment. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys actually learn from it, because it contains a lot of information about how we what we go through during matches and stuff. So what's going to follow now is the actual short clip of me playing during the match, the mistake that I made, and then next it's going to be the actual breakdown as to what was happening and what I should have done, etc. So thank you for following, and keep following and share. Feel free to share, guys, on my journey road to recovery. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Hello guys, it's Sandile Mazala Shoba. Today we are, as promised, we are analyzing the two crucial mistakes that caused me a loss against Harry last week Friday at Hot Shots Pool Academy. So there's only two specific shots or video clips that I'm going to share. You will see there, and I would like to discuss and also share what was actually going through my mind and also my body and all that, so that some of you guys would understand what us players go through, and what also causes us to make mistakes, and also what causes us to actually seem like we're making flops. You know, it's easier to judge. You know, as most of our fans, they'll be like, Sandile, you should have done this, should have done that, and yet they have no clue how it feels to play under pressure, under an environment of that situation that I was in. So this frame here was frame number 22. Frame number 20. This is frame number 20, and the score was 11-8. No, 11-9. This is frame number 21. I'm sorry, I didn't prepare this thing properly, obviously. I'm sorry about that. So this was frame number 21. So the score was 11-9. I was 11-9 up. We were playing a race to 13, and this was my last ball. I was pulling off a very beautiful finish, and this was my last ball, and to the black. So this was for me to go 12-9 up, which was huge because it was a race to 13. So when I got to this position, which was also good, it wasn't perfect because I wanted it to be straight, because I remember my last ball was here, somewhere like this, and then I caught that ball, then I came here. Well, obviously here, I wanted to land straight initially. So now this situation here, well, during the match, it's funny how when we're viewing now, it looks like, holy crap, I could have done this, I could have done that. But when you're in the situation, when you are actually in the game, you don't get to see those things, you know, because you are overwhelmed by the situation and the environment. However, so what happened was so there was only two ways to play this shot in my mind. Right? I'm explaining now what was going on through my mind. It's either I was going to stun it and just come here, or I could have just rolled it. But I was afraid if I had rolled it, the white ball was going to go in. And yes, at the time, when in the situation during the match, it looked like the white ball would have went in. So then what did I opt? So my big mistake was when I went down on the shots, I did not make a conscious decision. Like, I did not make up my mind. I went down not knowing what I'm actually going to do, which was the first mistake. So initially I was supposed to go down when I know what I'm going to do. So that's why I'm here to teach also, so that people know when you go down on the shot, you have to have made that decision that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a top white, I'm going to play a bottom white at this pace, this way. That's it, done. So, like I said, so the situation, the environment on the night, because I was actually surprised at my performance. So I was way overwhelmed, right? And I couldn't believe that I'm actually gonna beat this guy, whatever. Actually, I mean, coming from having played for so long. So all those things were going through my head. These are the things that we battle with as players. That's why it's a tough. A match is not just a match. It's war against your mind, against the situation, against people's thinking, against there's a lot of things that we go through during matches. You just need to understand that. So back to the frame. So when I went down, the first mistake was I had not made the decision yet. Secondly, so which resulted, by the way, it resulted to me. So when I was chatting with Eugene Governor, who is, by the way, one of the guys who had a very big impact in my game with the mindset. So I'm very strong mentally, by the way. And it's mainly because of him, because he taught me a lot of things, you know. So when we're talking about this situation, he said to me, I played a half a shot, which makes sense, because I missed that ball by so far. I think I hit it there, you know. That's how bad I played that shot. And I it's like I choked. Because why? Because I went down without making the decision whether I'm gonna play top white or bottom white. So I played in between with half a shot, like Eugene said. I did not commit to the shot. So that was a very big mistake. And I had that feeling in my mind that, holy crap, I might, this frame might cost me a match, you know? So those are the other things that we battle with. So now when you're very strong-minded, you overcome those things. So that's what practice is all about. That's what match play is also all about. And it's important to come back into the situation like how I'm doing now and analyze it. So that when I go back on Friday, of which we're playing again on Friday, it's coming Friday, I need to be prepared for all those things. I need to know when I go down on the shot, I'm fully prepared. So yes, I played a very bad shot. I ended up here or somewhere, but I missed the ball by a mile, you know? Whereas I think I could have just rolled it, even though maybe this is not an accurate setup, but it looks exactly like this. So maybe I could have just rolled it like that and part the black, and then I would have been 12-9 up, and I needed one frame out of, he needed 4. You know, those were good odds for me to win. So stay tuned. I'm gonna just take another break and do another setup for the second frame, whereby I was 12-10 up. You know, yeah, I was 12-10 up on that frame, and I also made, I think, a bad decision. So I would like to also share my my analysis on that too. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, as promised, this is the second frame. Now this was frame number 22, 23. My math is bad. This is frame number 23. The score was 12-10. 12-10. I was 12-10 up against Harry here, and I'm gonna first explain what I did, and then I'm gonna show you what maybe I should have done. Right. So bear in mind that we're playing a race to 13. So this is a very crucial frame. You know, it's for me to win the match. You know, so well, I was putting off also another top clearance. So with that in mind, like I just said, pulling off a top clearance in my mind. So I was not composed enough to actually regroup myself and actually play to win this time, because what I was thinking there and what I did was I let's just say let me just say I played a dizzy shot. I played a dizzy shot because I played a crowd shot. A crowd shot is something that Sandile has always been doing for years. That played a wow shot. Wow, did you guys see that shot Sandile won? So when I played that shot, it costed me the match, which resulted me losing. just because I wanted to be fancy and have people clapping and saying wow, which before used to cost me a lot of matches. Anyways, what I did there was I wanted to cut this red and double kiss the hey, I'm dizzy sometimes. To double kiss the white ball to kiss and drop the red here. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I went for that shot and I overcut his yellow. I think he was sitting somewhere there. So when I played the shot, I touched his yellow. So he didn't see that. That's when I called the foul. The score was 12-10. I was 12-10 up. And then when I went down, I overcut his yellow. Then I did a whole of a mess here. So I ended up missing, even though the red dropped here. The other red dropped here. So I would have carried on. But I caused a foul, which I had to call out. I actually did put a post on Facebook, and that states that whenever you're playing and you cause a foul and your opponent doesn't see, you have to call it. It's just ethics. It's just a way to do things. Even in life, that's how things work. You know, if I had not told him, I would have felt bad whether I win or lose. But I would have, they say karma will catch you. So if I didn't call that foul, the next tournament I was going to play, I played the tournament. I was in the final. Me and Raja split. I believe that outcome was because of the good decision that I made the previous tournament. Let me repeat that. So when you make the right decisions in pool and basically in life, I believe, then the good things happen. I believe that I played also well in Durban this past Saturday because of the good that I did. You know, when you cheat, then you will pay the consequences. Like I said, it's just life. That's how it works. You know, karma is a bitch. That's how it is. So I called that foul. That foul on myself for Harry, and he didn't see that. So I ended up losing that frame, which resulted Harry to break and finish the next frame. I mean, I broke and nothing dropped. Harry finished, and then I broke, and then he broke and finished to lose 13-12. Anyway, so now back to this frame. What I should have done, there were two other decisions that I could have made, better decisions. So if I was still going for the finish, I could have just played Istimela. My brother Tembo Stemeza, he was the one that said, I said, brother, you should have played Istimela. You should have played Istimela, you know. So so when he said that, I actually saw that, you know, but I chose not to. Like I said, that I was committed to this wow shot that I wanted to show people. Anyways, so I could have just played this red onto that red to drop it there if I was still going for the finish. Or, well, Eugene said the best shot that I could have played was this shot. It's called percentage play. Because I had nothing to lose. I mean, this frame was mine. Because if you consider I've got that pocket, I've got 4 balls of his dead. So why am I risking all this? You know, and yet it's a very big frame for me. So I should have just touched his red and stay somewhere behind, you know, and wait for him. So that's what champions do. Champions, real champions, I suppose. You know, when they get to the finish line, like weight season them, you know, the winners. When they get to such a situation, they will never go for that kind of stuff. They wait. They make sure that they close the session. So it's something that I also learned, because I'm like we're all learning, you know, we learn till we die. So moving forward, so that's one of the things that I've learned, that I need to make sure that towards the end I don't get carried away by my emotions, because I've said that before, that sometimes we get controlled by emotions. We become the slave of the way we feel. And then when the emotions take over, then you lose control, you know. So hence the bad decision making. So I could have just touched there, stay there, or I could have just played this red to the other red over there. I mean, I'm leading 12-10, one more frame to win. But then I chose to double kiss to do some magic stuff, you know, because my head was a mess at the time. Once again, overwhelmed by the way I was playing, and also excited that, wow, from being away for so long and coming back, I'm gonna tell this guy at his home ground, you know. So it's all those things that goes through our head when we make those crappy decisions, you know. So what do we do from here? We need to learn to control our emotions. We need to learn to be present at all times. We need to learn to be here. So when you're present, you cannot think about the outside the table, which is I wonder what the people are gonna say. What's the stuff on Facebook? You know, Sandile is back and all that. So those are all the things that goes through our heads, our mind, well, my mind specifically. You know, so it's a tough journey. It's not easy, but I'm gonna keep fighting, and I'm definitely gonna beat it. So let me just demonstrate what maybe I should have done. I could have just done this. You know, close them up. Or the other shot, if I still wanted to finish, because it was a very exciting finish for me, I was really hyped up. So the shot that my brother said I should have played, maybe it's this one, something like that. You know, it opens up, it gives me room. I'm still in control because I got all those 4 balls. So yeah, so once again, guys, thank you. This is Sandile. Thank you very much for following me, and yeah, I'll be doing this a lot. I'm playing again this Friday at Hot Shots. We're playing an 8-man comp. The Jeremiahs, the Harrys are gonna be there, and I hope to give a very good performance again. I also performed pretty well on Saturday at Royal Hotel. It was quite good, so I also hope that I'll still keep the momentum going.